Episode 10: The Pendulum Revolution. By the 17th century, mechanical clocks had already transformed the way people measured time. Clock towers stood above towns and cities, church bells marked the passing hours, and craftsmen across Europe were building increasingly sophisticated mechanisms. Yet despite all these advances, there was still a problem. Mechanical clocks were not particularly accurate. Many gained or lost several minutes every day. For ordinary life, this was often acceptable. But for astronomers, scientists, and navigators, such errors could create serious difficulties. Humanity needed a more precise way of measuring time. The solution came from an observation so simple that it might easily have been overlooked. According to tradition, the Italian scientist Galileo Galilei was sitting in a cathedral in Pisa when he noticed a lamp swinging from the ceiling. As it moved back and forth, he observed something remarkable. Whether the swing was wide or narrow, the time taken for each swing remained almost the same. This property, known today as isochronism, fascinated him. Galileo realized that a swinging pendulum possessed a natural regularity that could potentially be used to measure time. Although he never completed a practical pendulum clock himself, his observations would inspire future generations. Several decades later, the Dutch scientist Christiaan Huygens turned the idea into reality. In 1656, Huygens constructed the first successful pendulum clock. The improvement in accuracy was extraordinary. Where earlier mechanical clocks might drift by many minutes each day, pendulum clocks reduced errors dramatically. For the first time, clocks could keep time with a precision measured in seconds rather than minutes. The effect was revolutionary. Almost overnight, the pendulum became the standard by which accurate timekeeping was judged. Clockmakers across Europe rushed to adopt the new technology. Workshops refined designs, improved mechanisms, and developed ever more reliable timepieces. For scientists, the pendulum clock arrived at exactly the right moment. The 17th century was an age of discovery. Astronomers were studying the heavens with increasing precision. Physicists were investigating the laws of motion. Mathematicians were developing new ways of understanding the universe. All of these fields depended upon accurate measurement, and accurate measurement depended upon accurate time. The pendulum clock provided a level of precision that previous generations could scarcely have imagined. Astronomers could record celestial events more accurately. Scientists could conduct experiments with greater confidence. Observations could be repeated and compared. Time was becoming not merely a way of organizing daily life, but a tool for understanding the universe itself. Pendulum clocks also changed ordinary life. Public clocks became more reliable. Businesses could coordinate activities with greater precision. Towns and cities increasingly organized themselves around clock time rather than natural daylight. The concept of punctuality became more important. Arriving at the correct time was no longer a rough estimate, but an expectation. As the technology improved, clockmakers created increasingly elaborate designs. Some clocks stood several meters tall. Others incorporated beautiful craftsmanship, decorative cases, and intricate mechanisms. Long case clocks, often known today as grandfather clocks, became symbols of both wealth and precision. Yet the pendulum had limitations. A pendulum clock worked best when it remained stationary. The motion of a ship at sea could disrupt its operation. Changes in temperature could slightly alter the length of the pendulum and affect its accuracy. Although pendulum clocks were excellent for use on land, they were not the complete solution to every timekeeping problem. Nevertheless, they represented one of the greatest leaps forward in the history of time. For the first time, humanity possessed clocks that could measure the passing hours with remarkable consistency. The gap between the natural rhythms of the world and the precise measurement of time was becoming ever smaller. The pendulum clock dominated accurate timekeeping for more than 2 centuries. It became the foundation upon which future innovations would be built, influencing science, navigation, industry, and everyday life. Most importantly, it demonstrated that time could be measured with a precision that previous generations had considered impossible. Yet even this achievement would not be enough. As nations expanded their trade routes and ships crossed vast oceans, a new challenge emerged. Sailors needed to know not only the time, but their exact position on Earth. Solving that problem would require even greater accuracy and one of the most remarkable inventions in the history of navigation. In the next episode, we'll discover how accurate timekeeping helped solve the problem of longitude and transform navigation forever. If you're enjoying this journey through time, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss future episodes. And if the next episode is available, you'll find it linked on screen. Thank you for watching.